It's week 6 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos under the lights on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight we kick off week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They work now on 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now here's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his 2nd season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And it scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 70 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Here's 3rd and 6. Wilson. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Now Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Kansas City suited Valdez-Scantling well, and he produced a new career high in receptions and nearly in yards as well. One of football's best deep threats. He seems tailor-made for this offense, and he gets them a first down.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way?
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos and Russell Wilson heading back to work. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Down to the 42, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Past the 20, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his second rushing touchdown on the year, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. KC's offense ready to take over. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams. We shine the spotlight on him. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in a zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, it's a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw it. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
The Chiefs offense set to go. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown. Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. They have a good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket. No reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A dump down to McKinnon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second down, here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is taken in at the 5. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. A number of great games coming up this weekend, starting with the last of the 3 London games this year. The Colts and Ravens from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Good stuff to follow on the West Coast in the afternoon window, one being out in Las Vegas, where it will be the Raiders taking on the New England Patriots. And then finally, the national game on Sunday night is a good one between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wilson now off the bootleg. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes. as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. His second rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. A good rip by Pacheco, and you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Wilson. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Wilson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Adam Troutman, 30 yards. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 11, 2:13 remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Mahomes now on first down. That ball caught. It's Rice. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play fake. Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Open man right side is Tony. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37.
A gain of 19 yards.
Mahomes to throw it. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There on the coverage.
Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The busy night continues for Williams. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to